Hello and welcome to another video on photographer Penelope. So today I'm just going to do like a recap of my January, what I've been up to, that sort of thing. I don't have any vlog footage or anything like that because that would have been too genius. Maybe I'll do that for February, but I didn't do it for January. So I'm just going to talk about like what films I've seen, what books I've read. Well, that I'm not going to speak much about, but we'll get on to that. Games I've been playing, like media I've been consuming, and that sort of thing. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off talking about books. So as you can see, I own a lot of books. This isn't all of them at all. But I've not really read anything in a few years, and I really wanted to get back into reading. Pretty sure I started in the first lockdown rather than the third. But I have started, well, technically started in the summer last year, which is what I'm going to be talking about. This is Midnight Sun. It's by Stephenie Meyer. It is the fifth Twilight book. And it is the first Twilight book, so Twilight, from Edward's perspective instead of Bella. I was so excited when she announced that this was actually coming out. And I got it on release day. I got it from Amazon. So release day was like July last year or August. I think it was August. Got it from Amazon. The cover was a bit battered though, so I got a refund on that. They didn't want it back though, so I just got rid of it. And so I bought it from WH Smith on the release day, and I've been reading it ever since. I have been reading it chapter at a time, but as I've not read in a few years, like, I'm very slow at reading, and I would say there's also quite a lot of long words in it, and it is a very, very large book. Like, as I just showed you, large. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but yeah, I'm looking at Breaking Dawn on my shelf behind me. This is bigger than the last Twilight book, which is saying something, because I used to think that was big. I've never read the Harry Potter books, if you're going to say, well, it's not as big as the Harry Potter books. I've never read those, and I can never see myself reading them either. They are huge. But as a book to get back into reading, it probably wasn't my best decision. Like, I'm enjoying it, love the story, and love the whole view from Edward's, because Midnight Sun was always a rumour when Twilight originally came out. So it was so exciting to finally exist. She finished it, it came out, which is really exciting. And I love it, but I am not getting very far through it. But I am really struggling. I am reading a couple chapters every week, or actually every couple of weeks. We'll go with every couple of weeks. But I just really am struggling to get through it. But I know when I do get through it, I'm going to go on to reading, like, I've got some Doctor Who quick reads, which are really thin books. And I think I'm going to go through that sort of book first, because I really just need to get back into the flow of it. And starting off with this book was not a good idea, but I don't want to stop and go back to it, because I feel that if I do that, I might never go back to it. And I don't want that to happen, because I love the Twilight books. You can still see them on my shelf here. I always have one set. I used to have two, one on holiday and one here, but I only own one set now. She says that looking at the fact that I've got two Breaking Dawns, because I think one's a limited edition I picked up somewhere. But honestly, I've just given up on getting through it quickly. But I am reading comics and graphic novels at the same time, which I will talk to you about. So this is about the graphic novels that I've read in January, or just stuff I've done in January. And I've just realised, looking at my Goodreads here, that a lot of the graphic novels I thought I'd read in January were actually read in December. So I've actually only read one graphic novel apparently this month, which is Torchwood Rift War, which no, I think it's in a pile somewhere downstairs. But it's this book. Oh, one second, I've got notifications now. This book, Rift War, Torchwood. It was a really good book, but there was something missing for me. So I go in these phases where I'm addicted to Torchwood. I don't know why. I love Torchwood. And I didn't watch it when it was originally on, because I would have been too young. But I watched it probably 5 or so years ago now, and I absolutely love it. Like, I would rewatch it so many times, but I'm being good at that because I'm very behind on every TV series. But this book, like, there was just something missing for me, and I couldn't fathom out what it was. The graphic novel was taken from the original Torchwood magazine, so it is a very, very old comic. But it didn't look very much like the characters, but that doesn't really bother me, because I just like looking at the comics because I find them pretty and detailed, and I just love comics. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I do. And the thing that I noticed was missing was kind of the relationships. So in Torchwood, there's a lot of innuendos and there's a lot of relationships between the characters. Like, you've got Gwen, who's a main character. She's like got a boyfriend who becomes her fiance, who becomes her husband, but she also has an affair with one of her co-workers, and she also has this spark with her boss, Captain Jack. And those relationships are always evident there in Torchwood episodes. You can see the dynamics between them all. But in the comic itself, I felt there wasn't really that dynamic. And I couldn't really spot those relationships. Which, I don't know. Like, when you know a TV program and you know the dynamic of the relationships, reading it and it not being like that and not flowing didn't grab me as much as I wished it would. But it was one of these comics that I brought, like, graphic novels that I brought super cheap out of a sale in Forbidden Planet. So for what I paid for it, it was still quite an enjoyable story. So yes, I recommend it if you want to read a Torchwood story, but it's not, to me it didn't scream Torchwood. So one thing I feel I should talk about, because I spent a hell of a lot of time on this, is this game that BBC Doctor Who released on their website probably like April, May in the first lockdown, like a long time ago. But I have been stuck playing it ever since. So it's a mini game, and if you can see, I'm trying to show you it, you have to like slide these doctors together. So see, there's 2/3 doctors there. Oh, I've clicked on the wrong button. Bear with me. It'll take me straight back into the game. It's fine. Right, there we go. So if I slide up, these two become the 4th Doctor. And if I slide these 1 Doctors together, they become the 2nd Doctor, etc. And you're meant to get to the 13th Doctor. So it's got 1 to 8, John Hurt as the War Doctor, 9, 10, 11, 12, and Jodie Whittaker, who's 13. And I have only got as far as the 11th Doctor. I think I got to the 11th Doctor some point in January, but that could have been December, but I'm pretty sure it was January. And I was so excited. And then it crashed and burned. For some reason, I just cannot get to the 12th Doctor, let alone the 13th. When I get to the 13th Doctor, I know I'll be done playing the game because I've completed it. But I want to complete it. My family and my friends and my boyfriend and stuff, they all say I have a really bad addiction to it because I play it constantly. But honestly, I just like beating it. But yes, talking of games, that brings me on to a game that I brought in January. I brought 3 games actually. On the 1st of January, I brought a couple Sims games. I think it was the Moschino pack? Moschino? Like the fashion brand. They did a collaboration with Sims. I wasn't actually interested in the clothes and things, and it's one of the lowest ranked Sims games if you are Simmers, but it has a photography career in it. And I love photography. I do it myself. So naturally, I wanted it in the Sims game, and it was on sale over Christmas, New Year. And so I caved at the start of January because we were going into a lockdown. So I was like, I'll probably play it. I played it the first couple weeks, but I don't think I got that very far on the photography career because I don't think I had any Sims that were the right age to do it. But I think I was going into one, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. I haven't played in a couple of weeks because I've been playing a family that's over 10 generations now. I've been playing the same family for a few, I want to say 2-3 years. So yeah, I can't say much about that. But I also got I think it was the toddler stuff pack because I really like the toddlers in the game, and I was doing up a house and I've put some of the furniture items in, but again, not majorly used them because I didn't have any toddlers in my family at the time. But I think I may be having toddlers soon in my family, so next time I play it, I will probably be able to talk about those. But the main one that I want to talk about is Ring Fit. Let me bend down and get it. Here we go. Ring Fit. This is on Switch and is basically out of stock everywhere from what I can tell. And as you can see, you've got this ring. I'll get it out for you in a minute if you want. And it's an exercise adventure game. So you play through the levels. This is your female character that you play as. And this ring here is the one that you physically get, but obviously doesn't look as cool as that one. And you're basically, this is the big boss. So like the equivalent of Bowser in Mario, and these ones I would say are like the equivalent of Bowser Jr. and, you know, all those like little ones that Bowser has to do his little work before you get to fighting him. So that's Dragorks, I think. Dragorks, I don't know, something like that. And these are just like kettlebells and things like that you fight against. And I've been using this because I really wanted to work out some more, and I'm terrible at keeping my motivation up, like really, really bad at it. And I saw someone come up on TikTok that was reviewing it, and I was like, I've looked into this a couple times, but it was like 60, 70 quid. I was like, no, I'm not going to spend that on it. But this woman was actually getting results, and so many people were commenting saying, oh yeah, I got this for Christmas or whatever, I'm already like, you know, getting fitter, etc. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to have a look. So let's see if it's on offer. Amazon had it for about 100, and Smythe's had one left in stock for click and collect in my local area, and that was $69.99. So I click and collected that and was like, done, that's made the decision. So you got this bit which this is like elastic, and you tie it around your leg. You put your Switch controller in there and it goes around your leg, and it's very sensitive. It recognizes when you stood up, stood down, like kicking, whatever. I'm having to unpack this one-handed. I'm really bad at that. But here we go. This is the actual ring. If I put the box down, I can show you how much resistance it has. So you have to push this ring and stuff and pull for some others, and you just use it like here, down a bit and all sorts. So you slide your other Joy-Con into here, the one with the plus on it. I think it does say that. Yep, there you go. As you can see, it's connected there. The lights that are on your controller come up on this bit, and that shows you whether it's connected and things. It says Nintendo Switch up here. But no, it's really well made, and these like things, I think they're detachable. Yeah, they got Velcro on them, and they really help. As you can see, it's very resistant. Yeah, resistant. But highly recommend this game. I'm loving it. I'm addicted to it. I have to actually put like timers on so that I don't use it too much, because otherwise I would probably physically die from overexerting my muscles. Because you have to remember, it isn't just a game. You are working out. You're doing squats, overhead presses, front presses, knee to chest, jogging. You jog through the levels. So you hold the ring and you jog up and down, and you push it to like open doors and defeat boxes, etc. But I highly recommend it. I love it. I haven't seen much results, but I know that I am definitely getting a bit fitter, because to start with I was dying after like 5 minutes, but now I can carry on for like a good 20 minutes or whatever, complete whole levels, and my difficulty I've managed to raise recently. So that's quite good, but then I had like a week off of it because I wasn't feeling great, and I was back to square one. I'm meant to be doing it right now, but I'm filming this video because I don't want it to come out too late in the month. But yeah, no, I highly recommend that. If you're looking at getting the Ring Fit, if you can find it at a decent price, please don't even hesitate. It is brilliant. I love it. And it is keeping me motivated. I am terrible at keeping motivated, but this has actually kept me motivated. I love it because I'm just like, I want to beat the monsters. So more on games, because I completely forgot about this somehow. I also addictively play Animal Crossing. I have been playing Animal Crossing since the first lockdown. I didn't have it straight away from release date, as I didn't have a Switch, but then I saw everyone else with it and I was like, oh, I want a Switch. And I'd been considering a Switch for a few years, but I was like, no, I'm not going to get it. And I was like, and I had a look and they were like sold out everywhere, and I was like, no, I want the proper Switch, don't want the Switch Lite, because I know I'll use it linked up to the TV. And someone managed to find me one and drop it off, and I paid them for it. So thank you to them, they know who they are. And I got the Animal Crossing limited edition one, and I've been playing Animal Crossing ever since. Over January, I would say I've been getting back into it again. I'd kind of not lost interest, but I wasn't playing it as much as I am now. I'm playing it more addictively again and spending hours on it. I would say over January, it was the last period of me playing with the original design of my island. I think it was the 1st of February or something, I just completely went boom, got rid of tons of my island because I just want to redo it. I'm not happy with the layout. Starting again. I love Animal Crossing. I used to play it as a child. I originally had Animal Crossing Wild World on DS, and then I had New Leaf on 3DS, and I do wonder if the other day in the cupboard, when I was looking through my DS games, I found the Wii game for Animal Crossing, Into the City or something, but I have no recollection of ever playing that, so I don't know if I've picked that up second hand in like recent years, but I don't actually remember playing that at all. But I used to love Animal Crossing as a child, and it's really relaxing because it's not like other games where you got all these challenges, missions you got to do. You just like chill. It goes with real time. I know people time travel by changing the date on their Switch and things, but I don't do it like that. I just do it as it comes. And yeah, I'm trying to think, have I had any new villagers this month? I think I had Maple. She's a cub. She's like got like, I would say a chocolatey brown fur maybe, little pink rosy cheeks, and like some jumper with a Christmas tree on it. And I think that's it. Oh, Chevry's new. She's a goat. Got little horns. She's a white goat. I think you get blue goats and things, and black goats. You get loads of different colours of the animals in Animal Crossing. She has a little red coat. She's quite nice. But my villagers have been getting on really well recently. You know, I mean, they've become my best friends in the past like year almost now. Like, you know, I've just been playing with my little friends on Animal Crossing. My whole villager, my world away from the real world. I've also been playing Fall Guys a lot. So Fall Guys, if you don't know what it is, it's like these Tic Tacs, and they go through an obstacle course and things, and it's on PlayStation. I think it might be on PC as well, but I play it on PlayStation. I got a 1 month subscription to PlayStation Online from my boyfriend for the November lockdown, and I paid for Fall Guys then. Played it so much, and then in January I've picked it back up again, and my friend got a free trial for a couple of weeks of PlayStation Plus, so she brought it and was playing with me, and that just puts a whole nother aspect to the game, because we are on the phone while we're playing it, and it's just so funny to see your friend's character just being flown around the screen by these obstacles and things, and like stupid mistakes and that sort of thing. You're just laughing at each other the whole time. What I have brought, apart from the Ring Fit obviously and the Sims games, and I've brought like Uber Eats for my mum at some point and that sort of thing. I brought these little guys. They're very cheap. You're probably going to wonder why on earth I own really tiny little figures like this. They're like a couple centimetres tall, but I've seen so many photographers use them for like miniature photography, and as you can see, I still have them in the box. I want to use them, but I don't know where to start. I know I just need to start with them, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like, photographers use them on, I saw someone had used them on a lemon meringue and used like the meringue as mountains and snow and things. That was cool. But I got a really cheap set, so they're not particularly like, you know, that person I think had ones that had like ski poles and things. But I've brought just a cheap pack of 100 off Amazon, so that I've got them, and if I use them tons and find that I really like using them and they're good for my photography, I will pay for more. And more of what I've brought, I have brought this, which is a Bambi and Thumper jumper. That's definitely not a jumper, that is a shirt. From Sainsbury's. I really like Sainsbury's shirts. And there you go. I wear shirts quite a lot. I need to put this somewhere. I've also brought this Mickey Mouse one. It's got little gold stars on it. I haven't actually worn either of these yet because I don't know. I just haven't. And January has also started another project. So if you like Doctor Who, you might know what this is. But this is a Jadoon scanner thing, and it doesn't work, sadly. It worked a little bit when I got it, but now it just makes this noise. Like it's trying, but I can't see anywhere to change batteries either. These are quite expensive and hard to find. I managed to find this on eBay and I got it for technically under a tenner. I think it's like $9.50. But okay, if any of my cosplay friends or anyone's watching this are gonna be like, I didn't know this, but I've started a secret cosplay. I'm starting a Jadoon cosplay. I have a very, very bad obsession with the Jadoon from Doctor Who. One of the shirts just fell on the floor. But anyway, I've got a really bad obsession with them. I'm not doing like full armour and everything, but I've got, I don't know where it is, but I've now got, from H&M, I saw in their sale they had like this black like forks leather, you know, fake leather jumper. That's like kind of got a tiny little collary bit and it's long sleeved and it's just plain black. That looks very similar to a Jadoon. I got a Jadoon scanner. I'm searching for the helmet, but they can go for anything up to like 78 quid and I don't want to spend that on them. Oh, I just realized. Oh! Guys, I've made a discovery as I was playing with this. Look! The top comes out of the Jadoon scanner. Oh my god! Look, see? I just went like that and... Okay, this is the most exciting bit of this video. But I can change the batteries! Yay! I didn't know I could do that. I've like been Googling this and everything since I brought it. Oh my god, okay, I'm so happy right now. You don't actually understand how happy I am right now. Anyway, put that back together. I have started that Jadoon cosplay. It's a long running project because quite frankly there's no cons on at the moment, so there's no rush on the Jadoon cosplay. But I need like a false leather skirt, and I'm gonna get some long knee-high black boots from Bright Shoe Zone or something, and I found these, I think they're called kilt buckles or something, and they're basically like a black leather strip with a buckle on one end, so that I'm going to use those to put around the boots to make it look like the Jadoon's boots, because they've got loads of buckles on their boots. And I was thinking, okay, how can I get a boot that looks like that? They're like expensive. I think they're branded as emo boots, so that wasn't happening. So I'm looking, I've like got the idea of what I want, but I'm not buying it all yet. Okay, and now we're on to the last bit of this video. What have I watched? So I use Letterboxd to keep track of what I've watched, and I have actually only watched 3 films in January, apparently. I thought I'd watch more than that. So the first one was Noel, which is a Christmas film. It's Anna Kendrick. It was on Disney Plus, and brain's gone blank. And it's basically about Anna Kendrick's character is the sister of the guy who has to take on the Santa Claus role after their father dies. And she's got all this spirit and stuff, and then he runs away because she says, oh, take a break for the weekend, and then he never comes back. And she has to go find him, and it's like a rescue mission and that sort of thing, trying to save Christmas in time from the North Pole. North Pole? Yeah, North Pole. And I loved it. I loved it. It was so... yeah, I probably should have watched it in December, but we're in lockdown. What's the difference between the odd period between Christmas and New Year and lockdown? There's not much of a difference. So I really enjoyed that film. Highly recommend it for next year, obviously. Or this year, technically. But no, highly recommend that. And what else? oh yeah, had a minor anniversary between me and my boyfriend, so we chose to watch a film on Disney Plus. Oh, actually, no, wait. We watched Noelle on the same day. That was... Okay, we watched 2 films on Disney Plus. We watched Noelle, which we used the group watch feature where we can basically watch it simultaneously. And if one of us needs to pause it, it pauses on the other screen, etc. And we've been using that feature quite a lot. And we also not only watched Noelle, we watched Moana as well, because neither of us had ever watched it. And we're trying to think of another film that we both wanted to see. And we came up with Moana, and oh my god, we loved it. It was brilliant. I don't know how I've never seen it before, but I'm like that. I'm behind at a lot of these things. But I loved Moana. Like, the songs are great. Like, I'm not going, oh my god, Moana, like everyone else did. I'm not that into it. I thought it was a good film to watch. Probably watch it one day in the future. But I thought it was a good film. That brings me on to the one consistent thing that happened in January, which was WandaVision. Love WandaVision. Love it so much. We're only on episode 6, I think, is out this week. And oh my god, I just really love WandaVision so much. So me and my boyfriend have again been watching that in group watch each week. We watch it together. And we generally watch it in the evening, so I have to avoid social media most of the day because I don't want spoilers. But it is, like, okay, I'm going to admit this, but pre-WandaVision, I wasn't that fussed about Scarlet Witch and Vision. Like, it's been years since I originally watched all the Marvel films in order, but I've just never connected with those characters from Marvel. I would say, I love, from Avengers, who would I say I love? I think I'd say more Iron Man, but then again, recently more Captain America. Guardians of the Galaxy has always been one of my favourites. Hulk, no, not really Hulk. I suppose Black Widow, she's pretty cool. I don't really have a favourite Avenger. I just realised that. No, I don't really have a favourite. Oh, I suppose Spider-Man. Spider-Man, he's my favourite, I would say, for Spider-Man. But, oh my god, WandaVision is just genius. I mean, every episode, you're just like, wait, what? Like, you have your theories after every single episode. Every episode that you then watch just erases your theories. It is just brilliant. Like, who knew that Marvel could not only do films, but they can do TV? Yeah, I'm not going to say much else about it because I don't want to give any spoilers away or anything. Though I have to say, I've never been more tempted in my life to cosplay a Marvel character. And that is Scarlet Witch. Wanda. Elizabeth Olsen is also genius. I really feel I should go back to, like, Avengers films and watch them. Because I have a newfound appreciation for Elizabeth Olsen. Like, her acting's superb. So is Paul Bettany, I think that's his surname. Like, he's genius as well, but I have a newfound respect for both of them, so I feel I need to go back and watch one, like, the Marvel films. Oh, last thing, another thing that I've done this month is buy some snag tights. So snag tights, if you watch my Vlogmas, are the colourful tights that I love wearing. I did a pretty big order at the end of January. Here is one of my pairs. You can see they got like hearts. There's like pinky one. The others are like creamy. Yeah, these are adults tights. These are brilliant. I love snag tights. Like, love them with a passion. Oh, sorry, trying to put them down. No. There we go. I love them so much. They're like proper thick tights made completely different to other tights. I've never put a finger through them. Before, snag tights, pair of tights from Primark. That's mostly where I've ever bought them. As soon as I put them on, finger through them. 100%. All the time, which is why I never used to wear tights. And now I live in tights. So I got those this month, and I got red fishnets, which they here. These, there we go. Fishnets. I can't really see what they're fishnets. There you go. I've not rediscovered how to wear the fishnets yet, But they come in this pretty little packaging. You get like a little paper bag and it tells you what they are. That's this fishnets one. I think the other ones are Love Me, maybe? Might not be. Sweetheart. Sweetheart rings a bell. Oh wait, this might be the bag for them. No, that's my wash bag. But either way, point being, I highly recommend Snag Tights to anyone. I've also got more on pre-order. Let me see if I can get the well, I can get the pre-order out for you, but I shared an order with a relative. So, need to find my bits on it. So Snag Tights is a small independent UK brand, and they're just genius. Like, there's so many colours. Like, you can get your normal skin tone ones and everything, but the colours are insane. So I got some plum ones, some toffee apple, which are like an orangey colour. Oh, here we go, the light's changing. Suffragette purple. I already have a pair of these, but I wear them quite a lot, so I was like, I'm going to get them because these are second chances, which they've put them back on the website, and they used to have them before. And I was like, you know what, I just gotta order another pair of Suffragette purple because I use them so much, and who knows if they're ever going to bring them back on the website. I also have blueberry muffin, just there. They're like a teal, and teal's my favourite colour. And sweetheart are the ones I just showed you with the hearts on them. I spent a lot of money on tights this month, but they're on pre-order, the few that I just said, because they are coming out, I think it's end of March, because they're literally ordering the number to the factory. But you had to order them by the 31st of January, and I did. And I'm very excited for them to turn up. I have so many Snag Tights at this point. I first got them during the first lockdown in like March, April last year, and I love them now. I can't wait to go back to almost normal life so I can just wear them everywhere. I say that like I don't wear them around the house. I do. Last week I've been trying to wear more skirts and Phantom t-shirts, trying to experiment, see if there's any that actually go with skirts and tights. I managed to do a One Division outfit for last Friday. That wasn't technically January though, but I'll still see if I can find the picture. Do I have it? And I hope you've enjoyed this. Hopefully next month it'll be more smooth and won't have as much waffle and all that sort of thing. Thank you for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to think of more content I can put out because I'm enjoying putting it out, but I'm kind of terrible at it. So please, like, if you got any ideas, like, do you want, I don't know, to see all my Funko Pop collection, or I don't know. Do you want to see a collection? Do you want to see games I play? I don't know. Please comment ideas below because I'm out of ideas. For writers, they call it writer's block, so I don't want this at YouTube block. Something like that. But yes, thank you for watching. Goodbye.